Now let's bring this conversation full circle. I know you're currently on, I guess, Marvin Pierre 2.0 stage of your career. Would you consider education?
Strong educational leadership. Yeah, definitely.
Education or leadership, or educational leadership?
Both. Education leadership. I think for me, my background in finance and my passion for education, urban education reform,
Okay.
are would be a value for my community.
Okay.
And that's something I want to do in the long run, starting my own charter school for boys, because when I look around in my community, I don't believe that the system that they have in place can save my young brothers. You know, and I think it's going to take a brother to put that, to fix these kids.
Okay.
Because I don't think it works. If you look at a lot of the all-boys schools in New York and Chicago, they're being taught by young African-American males.
Okay.
The majority of them don't have females as teachers.
Okay.
And that's crucial because...
What's the success factor of these schools, if I'm honest?
In terms of what?
Well, you said that you have schools in New York and Chicago that are being taught by young African-American males, right? Mm-hmm. What's the success factor of these schools as for the performance of those students in those schools?
Like how do they perform on state exams?
Yeah, state exams or, you know.
I mean, one school in Brooklyn, they scored 100% of the kids passed the state exams.
Okay.
98% passed in reading.
But let me ask you a question, right? Who's teaching those? Oh, okay, so the teachers in those schools, African American males as well.
In Chicago, it is.
How about the one in New York?
The one in New York, there is none.
Okay.
There's only one. Two, actually.
Okay. So.
But it's not what it's not per se the teachers that are teaching them. It's the school models that they have in place, okay, that are getting these kids to succeed. Okay. The models that these charter school management organizations. But I think I believe that there's two phases of helping a child develop. Like okay. Academically, okay, yeah, the models work, right? Okay. It's proven. You know, they're passing well, you know, with flying colors on state exams. Okay. But the character development, I think where we fall short is not taking into account what goes on outside in their community, at home, okay, and bringing that into the school, and you know, creating some sort of character development class or a course, incorporating that in lesson plans. Yeah, but you realize the difficulty in what you're saying is schools are there for educational purposes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so from a scorecard perspective, I'm looking to see how well the students are performing on the exams, on their curriculum. Unfortunately, I'm not looking at how well they're performing in life. So, but is that not our job? Do you think, as a teacher, your job is just to teach? I'm not a teacher. Well, I'm not a teacher, but honestly, I mean, I think some teachers, they feel like their job is to teach. When you teach, so, you know, you grew up in the inner city, right? You grew up in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. Right, yeah. Do you think, do you think there's teaching in our community? When you teach a kid how to survive in this environment, is that not teaching? Well, absolutely, absolutely. But unfortunately, there's no. So you think a 5-year-old is going to figure that out? You get no points for that. Who doesn't get points for that? You as a teacher will get no points for that. Are you doing it because you want points, or are you doing it to impact lives? Because that's the question for you as a teacher. Because that's the question for you as an educator to ask. Because if you think a child that gets 90s is, you know, the chances of him going to jail, you know, are not that strong, it's not true. No, there are kids in jail that were straight A students. It's part of life. I think the biggest fight is winning out there. You can't win in the school. I don't debate any of what you're saying. What I am saying, though, is unfortunately, when it comes to grading the students, is my young production assistant back?
The PA is here.
Oh,
he said he has a question he wants to ask, so I think he wants to sit in on the rest of this conversation.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
Say hi to Marvin. Say hi, Marvin.
Cam,
All right, so my young
But
production.
that would be something that I will incorporate in my school because I think that lasts. In charter schools, in traditional educational schools, you don't. There's more than just the academic component of my kids' development. I want them to be scholars, yes,
Okay.
but I want them to be good people, model citizens of their community.
So you see yourself as
And they're not gonna learn it in no book.
as a budding, booming Joe Clark.
Yep.
Newark. Yep. All right. Where's the bet?
I don't need a bat.
Fair.
I know my community.
side.
South Jamaica, Queens, the Dr. Samuel McFadden Academy for Boys.
I got you. I got you. Marvin, thank you very much for coming through.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
I appreciate it.
It's hot. This light is hot, man. Got me shining on face off. Woo!
We do not
Heat
care
right
about
Cam?
the aesthetics here.
Cam is even feeling it.
It's all about the content of the conversation. And
serious lighting.
I really, you know, right? All right. Let's tell Marvin thank you for coming through. High five. High five. High five.
Okay, this is not gonna work. There you go.
All right, dude. Thank you.
All right, no problem.
All right.